Well, I just wanted to welcome everybody tonight. And this is, I know we've done this before. This is an amazing topic to repeat and repeat. We have so many awesome tools now to share in your life. And as I was listening to you, Nada, when Josh was interviewing you, and it's true, like what you were saying, like we used to carry that brain in a box. Like we used to do a lot of copying. There was so much paper. So this is really awesome. So Nada, if you want to just take over and share.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And you know, I think we're going to start from the basics and review just a few of the things that we need to do initially. And then I'm just so grateful that Joan and Heather LaCroix put these little points together in a document. So when we're done tonight, I can email these documents to you so you have a hard copy, but at least you'll have a video or a training like this that you can go back to and review again, because these things are really, really important, okay? So in the checklist, what Heather does, and this is what Joan has been doing, is there's a list that should be done kind of sort of in order. There might be some things you might move around that you feel is a little more important. Like, for example, adding people to Healthy Living Community. I do that right away, right? So that's just one step. That this doesn't mean it's set in stone, has to be done exactly like this. Just make sure that these things are done. Okay, so for both the members and promoters, it's good to send a welcome email or a phone call to welcome them to your team. I know they get a nice welcome email from Neolife, which is great, but it's also nice for them to hear from the person that invited them and sign them up as a member or a promoter, okay? And it's also really important to give them the cross-border price list right away. Oh, hang on, Leonie. Cindy, can you send Leonie the link for tonight? She didn't get it. Please, thank you. So the cross-border, one thing that I find is really important, it's like a foreign language to them. I always tell people, I get them to write the 1-800 number down, and I tell them when you dial the number, somebody's gonna answer, you pick number 2 for English, and give them the times, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., Monday to Friday. Because I've had people calling Neolife on a Saturday to place a cross-border order, right? Or at 9 o'clock in the morning, they call and they can't get through, okay? And they get frustrated and they blame Neolife and they think, oh, I can't get through. And then you tell them, well, it's, it's California time. So make sure you let them know that Neolife opens 10 a.m. our time, which is Eastern Standard Time, and they're open till 8 o'clock in the evening, okay? Hang on a second, just wanna make sure, Joan, okay. So just remember, just to give them the 1-800 number, 1-800-432-5842. If you don't know the number, ask us and we'll send it to you, okay? Really important. Inviting to the Healthy Living Community. So that's something that we do. I do right away. It's such an important, I think, part of the business is getting them exposed to the testimonials, the stories, and showing them how to tag people. Because I know sometimes that can be a foreign language for people, especially if they don't use Facebook a lot. So I actually show them what it looks like. And sometimes when you type a person's name, you don't get the like the highlighted name. So sometimes you have to put the @ sign in the message for the name to pop up, and then you send. And then what's going to happen? Your prospect, your promoter, your club member will get a notification. Okay, so really important. So let's say there's an amazing testimonial that you've read in that Healthy Living Community. Rather than trying to search for the testimonial, you can tag them in that testimonial. Okay, is everybody clear on that? Any questions on that? I know that's an important part of. No questions?
Nada, can you say that again?
Okay, so in the Healthy Living Community, okay?
Yeah.
Let's say you find a testimonial that you like or you want to share it with somebody. Okay. In the message part.
Right.
You can type their name in there, but they have to be already a member of the group, right? You have to send, there's a little invite button at the top. You invite them to the group. You tell them, listen, I just sent you an invite. Please accept. As soon as they accept it, now you can tag them in the different testimonials that are in that group. So let's say your testimonial is in there on your retinal eye detachment, right? Okay, so you can go to that story, and then in the messages, you can put at Nada St. Germain, and my name will pop up because I'm already a member of the group. When you click the little send button, then I'll get the notification, and I can read your testimonial.
Okay, got it. Yeah, thank you.
Makes sense? Excellent. Yeah, no problem. I know sometimes you have to hear it over and over again, and repeating it is fine. Okay, this is for everybody. So I just want to make sure you all understand that. Okay, so that's how you tag somebody, but you cannot tag them unless they're already a member of the group. They have to accept. Okay, make sense? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the Neolife Healthy Living Community. And then the ideal business, Neolife. You have to invite people. This is for members and promoters, because this is a great place for members to kind of check the business out, hear the business testimonials. This is where Josh has posted my interview from yesterday is in this. So let's say, you want somebody to listen to my story to say, hey, if you want to check out, I know this lady, she's helping to build the business. Her story is there, and you can invite them to the group. Same thing, ideal business, send an invite. They have to accept, and then you can tag them in my interview, or Jones was awesome, Jones interview, or Mary Ellen, or Shelley, whoever you feel will resonate with the person that you're trying to invite to take a look at the business. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Send the 3 for free flyer, and there's a video in your app that explains the 3 for free. Okay, this is really important for you to let your members and your promoters know that they can get their health pack free, and just help them understand that if they have 3 members in this month, next month their health pack is free. And it doesn't have to be new people all the time. It can be the same 3 club members that they can be benefiting from to get their pack free the next month. Okay, so whatever happens the month prior, the next month is when it'll show you what you get for free. Okay, and then also send the loyalty program video from the app as well. That's all in your app. You can go on your app and see. You can even put in the search button 3 for free or loyalty program. Video will pop up, and you can send that by text or by email to your prospect. Sorry, to your member or your promoter. Okay, that's once they've joined and they can see how they can redeem their loyalty points. Okay, then you want to start inviting to Zoom presentations, yours, if you want to schedule a separate one with them or the Canadian team. I have an email list, a group in my computer, and their members. I have my customers. I have a member list where I send testimonials. I send weekly invites to both Tuesday and Thursday. I've asked for their permission. I've asked them if they'd like to receive the invites, even though they don't always come on every week, but they get notified every week of the different topics and the different events that we do weekly, Tuesday, Thursday. That one email, I have a group email, and I send that out to my members. I send it out to my promoters. I have a promoter list, like a team all in list. Okay, you guys are on my team all in. Okay, so really important that you have these groups, so you're not always trying to find their name and send them and invite them and individually. You want to, and just a reminder. Now, it's also important to invite over the phone and confirm if you want to specifically invite somebody, but just make sure you have that group email list that you can send out weekly reminders for the different events. Okay.
Sorry, Nada, can I just jump in
Sure.
For the 3 for free?
Yes.
Is it just for North America or is it across?
Yes, for now it's just for North America. I know that Josh is trying to get it. Eventually we're hoping it'll be international, but right now it's just for North America.
So even within Africa, they don't have it? Okay.
No, they don't have it yet. They have a different system, different marketing plan. It's very different in some of these other countries.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, and the Neolife, download the Neolife podcast on your phone. Because if you miss some of the product trainings that the SAB does, or you miss, even the interviews that you heard on Monday, they're all on the podcast. So you can save them and then listen when you're driving. You can just put it on, like instead of listening to the radio, you can listen to something positive, right? With like one of the podcasts, like the interviews. So definitely Neolife Podcast Addict is a great, that's what I use on my Android. I'm not sure what the iPhones, anybody with an iPhone, what podcast do you use on your iPhone? Any iPhone users? I use Podcast Addict.
I have an iPhone and it's just called Podcast.
Excellent. Thank you.
You have to choose Neolife when you get in there.
Yeah. In Neolife, and then you can choose, and then you can download the episodes that you've missed. So they're on your phone. So then you don't have to be using your data. You can listen when you're out and about. Okay. Excellent. Neolife Back Office. Okay, download Neolife Back Office app from your phone as well. I prefer doing stuff on my computer. Does anybody have any thing to say about using the Neolife Back Office app on your phone? Because I know there were some glitches for a little while. I don't know if those glitches have been ironed out. Is anybody using that right now?
I go in through my phone occasionally, but I actually put in the web, like neolife.com to go in through there. I don't actually use the app because that just doesn't come through. Everything doesn't come through easily. So
it's harder to navigate because it's how it's shown on the screen. You can't see everything, so it can be a little confusing. So I prefer using my computer or my laptop. Okay. Okay, so download the Team Neolife app. That's what we've been talking about, the TNL. Fabulous tool. And it's really easy to download. You just got to do a search in your Google Play Store or on your iPhone, how you download apps, your app store. And definitely a must, because this is where all your literature, all your sales tools, all your PDFs. And I know, Mansoor, I'm going to pick on you because you weren't interested at first to use any app on your phone. But now that I've showed you how to use it, any input on the app?
Definitely. I still take a while to figure out, but yes, it's much more easier, especially when I'm on the road. So if Hassan is driving, and it has made a lot of difference.
I think it's more than anything, it's a time saver, right? You don't have to rush home and get on your computer and try to find a document, try to find a PDF, try to email it to them. Whereas sometimes if people want to read something, they're asking you for information. If you send it to them within 5 minutes, they're like, wow, oh, okay, oh, I'm going to read this now, right? So it's the faster you get it to them, the better it is. So that's why it's a great tool, and you'll get better. It took me a while to get comfortable using it, and you'll get better as you use it. Okay, it's just a matter of practice. Okay? So thank you for sharing. Awesome, thank you. Now for the weekly leadership calls and the product calls from Neolife, I have a text reminder that comes to my phone 10 to 15 minutes before the call. Okay, so you can text Neolife to 393939, and it'll set up a text reminder so that you get notified 15 minutes before the call. Okay, I know I found that a little confusing also a little bit, but it took me a while to figure it out. But if you have any issues, we can guide you and do that as well with you. Okay.
Nada, what is it in the US? Is it 36 or?
I can't remember what it is. You're right.
Yeah, theirs is different.
That's a Canadian. Yeah, I'll find out. Where's Joan? Is Joan not on?
I don't think so. No.
Any other U.S. people on that know? No. Okay. I'll find out because you Violet, yours is a different number. For Canada, it's 39, 39, 39, and U.S. it's something else. Okay. So,
but I do get, right before the call, 12 noon, I get an alert on my text.
Good. So we set that up together. But I can't remember what to set up in the US. It's a different number. Like we text 39, 39, 39 in the US, text another number. I might be 31. I think it's 31, 31, 31.
I think it's 31, 31, 31 too.
Yeah, that rings a bell. Thanks, Wen. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Wen. Just had to trigger that.
You add a 1 or something, or that's just a number? So from here, when you put them in your contact list, is it just the 39, 39,
yes,
39?
39, 39, 39. Yeah, and you text the word Neolife in the wording. You send it, and then it'll say, oh, and then you'll get a text message back saying you're now set up for text reminders.
Okay.
Okay. You're welcome. I find it's helpful because sometimes you've got that time set aside at noon, and you start doing something. And then it's 12:15, you think, oh, shoot, I forgot, right? So it's really good to get that quick little reminder before. So it's just another help for us, okay?
So now, a quick question, Nada. So what I do is when I get it, I just copy that and then I forward it to other people.
Yes, copy and paste it. That's what I do. When I get it, I send it to people that I know that don't have a text reminder. Mm-hmm. And I'll either set it in WhatsApp sometimes. I think I did that with Mansuda a couple of times just to make sure that she's getting it. So yeah, you can definitely copy and paste it and send it in a text or send it in WhatsApp.
Yeah. So just a quick question. I'm just thinking of Maxwell. If I know I'll encourage him to get that set up himself, but like you just did, Violet, with yours, can I do that for the US as well? Just send him mine?
Yeah, WhatsApp though. Use WhatsApp.
Copy and paste it in WhatsApp and he'll get the link and then he can go right from there and he'll get right on the call.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Some people that aren't like that, not comfortable doing that, then that's what I do in the beginning until they're ready to set up their own text reminder. Okay. Okay, getting started guide. So Josh has a webinar on neolifeevents.com, and it's kind of like what we do on our Tuesday sessions, and we spread it out week per week, but he has his own style. So as a new promoter, I think it's a good idea for you to set that time aside and go through the getting started guide with Josh, because he might have some points and tips that are different than mine and Cindy's and Joan's and Mary Ellen's and Shelley. So I really, really would recommend that you register for this. Now, something that I sent in Messenger just recently, I got a notification from Wisdom Builders, and Alan is hosting a business training next Monday on the 30th at 9 p.m. our time. I'm going to ask you guys if you can go on there and watch it. I'm going to try. It's Monday night at 9, just to see if there's other tips or points that would help us in our trainings. He might be teaching exactly what I'm doing and what we're doing as a team, but there's always a different style or a different technique, or he might be doing something that we're not doing. And we think, whoa, okay, we got to incorporate that in our trainings. I'd love some feedback for those of you that have the time on Monday evening. And you just go to Wisdom Builders and you'll see the training. You click on the link, you have to register for the Zoom link. All you do is put your name and email and boom, and you'll get a notification with the link for Monday night. Okay. All right. Neolife Business Builder. So this is Josh's business page. This is where the interviews were when Josh interviewed the leaders, like every Monday, the leadership calls. This is where they're streamed from, the Business Builder group. I would, again, your promoters need to be invited to this group. Okay, and they have to accept. This is all what Josh does on all of his business stuff. Okay. Okay, now if you have a new promoter or a new club member, add them to the Team All In email list. So for example, the weekly, and that's what I already shared with you that I email that one email that has the Tuesday night, Thursday night to my group, okay? I would highly recommend that you start creating your own club member and your own promoter group that you can send these invites to, okay? Where you can invite to different topics, okay? The different special events that we're hosting, okay? And then promoters, invite them to our Team All In Sunday night team call at 9 o'clock, and also our gathering of champions. So I know Lynn has her own gathering of champions that she has with her team, with Heather and Wen and Lynn. I think you host your own gathering of champions once a month. Mary Ellen hosts her own team, and then Cindy and I have our gathering of champions as well. That's where we do recognition for the month. Okay, and we just share some business stuff that Josh posts on his website or on the business building group with just updates, anything to do with product, anything to do with science, anything to do with product support, business support. There's always monthly updates that we review together as a team. Okay. Okay, so I will email. Is this helpful?
Yeah.
The list step by step. Awesome. Okay.
So
Nada, yeah.
Nada, can you send a copy of this to me? This list?
Oh yeah, I said I'm going to email it to everybody.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I'll email. There's one more, so I'm going to. There's one more document. I'm going to stop sharing, and there's one more document that I'm going to go through with you guys. Where is it here? Hang on. Okay, can you see this?
Not yet.
Okay, not yet. I know this is what happens. Hang on. Share. Oh, here we go. Share. I gotta find it. Where is it? Okay, can you see this?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, so now these are the different websites and Facebook groups for promoters, club members, and interested friends and family. Okay, so this is put together by Heather Lacrosse. So grateful when she sent this to me because I thought, how am I going to do this? And I thought, oh, I knew she had created something. So what a great tool. So grateful for the team support. So these are the different websites that I'm going to go over briefly, and we're just going to have a discussion over how we use these and how they play a role in your business. Okay. So if you have somebody that's interested in the Neolife business and they're curious about the business, this is the link that I would send them, the incomewithimpact.com. Okay, it's public and anyone can have access to this video. It's a 19-minute video. And again, I'm going to email this document to you as well. Okay, so you'll have it on hand. Okay. Now this 19-minute video, it's 4 short segments to introduce prospects to the business opportunity. So Alan will start for a few minutes. And then if they want to continue, he says, hey, if you want to know more, click again. And he'll give a little bit more. If you want to know more, click again. So there's 3 times that he does that. And if people click to the end, that means they're interested. Okay. After the first couple of minutes, they don't keep on clicking, then you know that they really haven't given it a fair try. Okay. So incomewithimpact.com, introducing people to the business. Now, if they're curious, if you meet somebody and they're kind of interested in health and they want to learn a little bit more about supplements and why they would pick Neolife, and I would send them first the 5keycriteria.com. Okay, it's a 6-minute video on how to evaluate any dietary supplement. And then the sequel, introducing Neolife's Foundation Health Packs. Okay, this is what you would send. So the 5keycriteriasolution.com. So first you would send them the 5keycriteria.com, and then you would send them the 5keycriteriasolution.com. So what I do to make it easy, I text these links to me. So I have them in a text, or you can send them to yourself in WhatsApp. So they're there, they're highlighted. Then all I do is, let's say I want to send it to somebody, I press it, copy, go to their text it to them, press it, and it pastes it. And then I send it, rather than typing www.5keycriteria.com every time, right? So you can just copy it and paste it. So have the links somewhere. You can have them in a note if you like doing notes. I know that's something my son says to me, why do you text it to yourself? You should have a note file. Okay, that's something I got to do. I got to create a note file on my phone. So you can do that, create a note and just have it in your notes. So you can go to your notes, boom, click incomewithimpact.com, paste it, send it. Okay, does that make sense?
I would like to thank Wen. She had sent this to me, and it has been very, very helpful.
Oh,
and, yeah, and like it's a very succinct, concise. So.
Oh, good. Thank you, Anne. taking care of my Mansura. Excellent. Now, I know the neolifeblog.com, Heather loves this. Sometimes I'll ask her a question about product and she'll go, oh, it's in the blog. And I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta take time looking at this blog. I keep forgetting about the Neolife blog. So I'm at fault there, but they're having some great articles in there recently that I've been looking at. So neolifeblog.com, anyone has access to this. Okay, a lot of great publications, articles. If you have like chiropractors or practitioners that are curious about the science, about some of the products, and they like to read, this would be a great link to send them. Okay. Now, a couple of groups as well. The Neolife, another website, the neolifedetox.com. Anyone, again, it's public website, and it just gives them the resources for the 3-day detox. Okay. There's also neolifeathletes.com. Again, public to anybody. This is great. And if you go to neolifeathletes.com, you can, look at different articles and different testimonials from world-class Olympic athletes in many sports. So it's a great place for people to look at especially if they're involved in sports. Okay. Neolifeevents.com. Again, this is public. This is where all the webinars and trainings that Neolife is hosting. Okay, not us, that Neolife is hosting. So you can always go and see what's going on. It's for North America. Okay. And again, we talked about Neolife Healthy Living Community. Invite friends to join. We already talked about that, how to do it, and they have to accept in order to look at this site. Okay. The ideal business, we talked about that as well. That's also for anyone interested in looking at and learning about the business. Includes videos, Kendra on the gig economy, and Josh and Alan's webinar on redefining startups. So great webinar in the ideal business for people as well. Okay. And again, we talked about the Neolife Business Builders with VP of Sales, Josh Clark. This is a private group and it's only for promoters. Okay, so this isn't something that you would send a club member to. Okay, you want me to go over anything in more detail, clarify anything?
Sorry, Nada, did you say where this list was?
I'm going to email it to you.
Okay.
This is something that Heather Lacroix put together for us. And I just asked her to send it to me tonight because I knew she'd created one in the past. So I was so grateful because I was going to try to create one myself. And I thought, Heather probably, our teacher librarian probably already has this all put together. So great tool. So I will send it to you, Leanne.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So Nada, will you send it to us too?
Oh yeah, I'll send to everybody. I'll send to everybody in the Team All In group. Yes.
Okay, thank you, Nada.
And you know what? You just got to practice. And I would really encourage you to watch the videos so you know what your member or your promoter is watching. Okay? If you haven't seen the Income with Impact video,
I have seen.
Yeah, watch it a couple of times. Same with the 5 key criteria. Same with the 5 key criteria solution. Watch it to the end.
Okay.
Get familiar with it. Okay. And even go to the neolifeblog.com, see the different articles that are there, so that if somebody ever asks you a question, say, oh, you know what? There was a great article in the Neolife blog on calcium. Boom. Neolifeblog.com. You send them the link, and they can find the article on calcium. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so definitely use those tools, okay?
Thank you.
And even in the, there's even a Neolife Detox group, a Facebook group as well. I don't see it here. The Neolife Facebook group, Detox Support Group on Facebook is fantastic. Again, you can invite people to that group, and then they can see all the stories, all the testimonials. It's really a great group for people that just want to kind of see, and people share recipes. So that's another one. I'll add that to this page before I send it to you. Okay, so the Neolife Detox Support Group.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Any other questions? Be a short training tonight, but it was a lot. I think we covered a lot. I think all the steps that we covered tonight, if you don't take it step by step, it can be a little overwhelming, but just review it, take a look at it. I'll email it to everybody, and don't be afraid to ask. Just reach out and say, Nada, what did you say again about this group? And can we do it together? Or can you show me how to tag? No problem. Just ask your upline and we can guide you through that step.
Nada, I had to run down because I had something on the stove I started smelling. So, but so did you also mention? You probably did, the Wisdom Builders Facebook group that we can utilize.
That's one thing that I don't think Heather put on that. Hang on, Wisdom Builders. Nope, I will add the Wisdom Builders. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I didn't scroll down all the way. Hang on, did I? Oh, here we go. Here's a 3. I didn't scroll down.
Oh,
okay. There it is. So we've got the 3-day detox support group. The promoters only. I'm glad you mentioned that. So there. Am I sharing my screen now?
No.
Can you see this? No. Okay, hang on. This is what happens when I have to share again. Hang on. Is it that one? Sorry, I forgot about this other page. Okay, can you see this now?
No.
Okay, this is what happens. Hang on. Zoom, share. There, now you can see, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I forgot to scroll down to the second page. So here is Neolife 3-day detox support group. Okay, the Facebook group. Great support, detox photos, meals, tips, recipes, encouragement. A lot of before and after pictures in that detox support group. Okay. And then Neolife promoters only. Okay, this is a group that one of Cindy's promoters put together. Oh my gosh, how many years ago now, Cindy?
About, I don't know, 6, 7.
Yeah, a few years ago. And what's really cool, the way this group is designed, it's for promoters only. And we don't allow anybody outside of North America in this group, only because the questions are very product related, science related, and we have to keep it within North America. Okay. So this is where, let's say, for example, you asked me about a health condition and I'm not really sure. I don't have anybody in my team that's had any success with that condition. This is where you can go in this promoters only and say, hey, does anybody have any success with you know, scleroderma, or, you know, this autoimmune disease. Do you know what it is? Or has anybody had any success with nutritional supplements helping with this? Or, so it's a great, and then people will answer. Okay, so it's a great way to learn a little bit more. So it's a great tool to reach out to other promoters in North America. Okay. And again, we have to invite you to that group. You can go to the group and ask to join as well. So if you're not a member of Neolife Promoters Only, you can go in there and request to be invited to the group. Okay. And then there's the Neolife Challenge community. This is where the 30-day, 90-day, and 1-year challenge participants support, and there's great stories in the challenge. Okay. Team Talk. Team Talk is something you get monthly. It should get emailed to you, but it's also when you log into the back office and you log in, you scroll down, the Team Talk should be there. And this is where it gives you, again, updates for the month. Okay. And you should be getting emails from Team Neolife at neolife.com. So make sure this is in your contact list, so it doesn't go into your spam.
Okay, so sorry again, I might have missed it. The Wisdom Builders is not.
It's not here. No. She didn't have the Wisdom Builders. So Wisdom Builders is another group that I would recommend being a part of, because that's where Alan posts a lot of his trainings and updates. And let me see if I can.
Yeah, there's great nutritional information on there too.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are not allowed on that. Like they do have like a question and answer stuff.
We're not allowed to ask questions in that group. No. Because, and it's only fair, that's Lawrence and Marjorie's Facebook group, and they have a huge team. You could just imagine. So I would highly recommend just using it as a tool, and they have given us permission to use this tool. But she doesn't have time to answer all of our team questions. But if there's anything that we need help on and I can't, you know, I don't have an answer, sometimes I will go to Marjorie and I will ask her a question, and she's wonderful. She usually does answer. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. I'm hoping this will work. Hang on, I'll show you the Wisdom Builders. Okay, so this is the Wisdom Builders Facebook support group. Now, what's nice is when you go to guides, this is where Alan has new promoters start here, first steps to success. So again, this is another layout or format that he uses. Okay, it's kind of like we've done tonight. Okay, there's even scripts. Right? What to text, business scripts, invite. Okay, warm market, how to watch a video, how to send the 5 key, when you send the 5 key criteria, say, hey, how are you? I'm doing well. I know it's been a while and I'm really looking forward to catching up soon. I'm writing you because I'm so excited about something that I wanted to share with you. I've been learning a lot about health and nutrition lately, and I'm more excited about my health than ever. One of the things I recently came across was a 6-minute video that helped educate me on what to look for in a supplement. Okay, so these are words that you can type, and then you send them that 5 key criteria and the 5 key criteria solution. So they're just creating the words for you. Okay, message 2, super, here's the link. After watching the first 6 minutes, you'll find value. You might enjoy the 4-minute bonus footage. And that's where you send them the 5 key criteria solution.com. Okay, so these are just scripts. So this is, again, another tool the Wisdom Builders gives us permission to use, and just some great tools. So just, look around and see what's there. Some great tools. So here's a first order bonus explanation. See, Alan types it all in. The video, Neolife compensation plan explained. Like, he's got some really good tools in here. Okay. Awesome. Thank you, Cindy. I think Heather didn't put that in there because it's not really our North American, it's not like a public thing. They've just given that to us and permission for us to be a part of that group. Okay. Anything else? All right, Violet, you're smiling. That means you got it all and you understood it all, right?
Good luck, eh?
No, I know. You know what? Repetition is the key. I know some of you have seen this before, heard this before, but if you're like me, I'm the same way. I have to hear it over and over and over again. I have to do it over and over and over again before it gets easy. Okay. It's not easy initially in the beginning, but if you want to learn, you just got to do it over and over and over, and then you'll get it. Okay.
Hi, good evening, Nada. It's Cassandra.
Hi.
Sorry, I just got in from work and I jumped on about, say, maybe about 20 minutes ago or so.
Okay. Yeah.
I missed the first half of the sheet you played. You might just look at, I just like to see it so I can have an idea of where I can go, and so I don't have you repeating. I can just take a look at it and go on to the page. You might put in sharing that screen again?
Yeah, and we have recorded, and I'm going to email. What do you want me to share? The wisdom builders or just the forms that we're using?
The sheet where you had all the links and
I'm going to email this to you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so do you see it now?
No,
I know it's sorry. I'm going to email it to you. I'm going to email both sheets to everybody.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to do that as soon as we hang up so that I don't forget. Okay, and you'll have access to those links, and then we can review them. You can review them with your upline too. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Awesome. No, you're welcome. All right, thank you. Well, I think we're going to stop the recording because we're going to zip over to